Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. In here, let me introduce myself. My name is Aulia Satria Putri. I'm from Communication Studies Universitas Muhammadiyah of Yogyakarta. In here, I want to presentation with you, with everyone, about my research, the named therapeutic communication process of counselors with drug addict client at Mulia Bangka Mental Rehabilitation. Next, I want to explain introduction our my research or background my research. First, drug abuse is one of the most significant health and social problems facing the world today. The number of global drugs has increased significantly, reaching more than 296 million people in 2021, with a 23% increase over that past decade. And drug abuse in Indonesia continues to rise and has become quite a serious issue. And current global data show that drug abuse has reached 296 million people, an increase of 12 million compared to the previous year. In here, we can see two table and table drug cases data for 4 provinces in Sumatra in the year 2022. First, province Lampung, 219 cases, and 29, and West Sumatra, 29 cases, and North Sumatra, 73 cases, and Bangka Island, 376 cases. And table 2, data on increase in drug cases on Bangka Island. First, year of 2021, 358 cases, and 2022, 376 cases, and 2022, 470 cases. In Bangka, Sri Foundation Profit Rehabilitation Service for drug addicts, the Mulia Mental Rehabilitation Foundation, Ruika Rehabilitation Center, and Cahaya Araski Rehabilitation Foundation. These three rehabilitation foundation have several differences. One crucial factor that influences the success of rehabilitation is the communication ability between the client and the education counselors. This communication function as part of the therapy, both physically and mentally, which help restore the client's condition from addiction. And communication in the rehabilitation process plays a crucial role in determining the success rate of the rehabilitation itself. The Ministry of Health of Republic of Indonesia state that the therapeutic communication is a form of communication that helps accelerate the healing process of patients. Therefore, the quality of communication established between the client and the counselors becomes one of the main factors influencing the success of the rehabilitation program. Long-term rehabilitation, which lasts around 6 to 12 months or even longer, is considered most effective in providing the stability needed to prevent relapse. And my research have the method. This research use a descriptive qualitative approach according to Kurzweil. And descriptive qualitative research is a study that explores and understands the meanings given by a group of individuals or people regarding their social and humanitarian experience. The data collection technique in this research use in-depth interviews between two people to share information and ideas through questions and answers so that meaning can be constructed on specific topic. This activity must be conducted in detail and thoroughly to ensure that the data obtained is accurate and valid. The informant selection and technique use the snowball sampling method, which is used to identify the informants with a lot of valuable information, starting from a small group or essential case. This study informants consists of 5 counselors and 5 clients at the Mulia Mental Rehabilitation Foundation at Bangka Island. The data that has been collected will be analyzed in 4 stages: data collection, data reduction, and data presentation, and conclusion. Next, the validity of data will be tested using source triangulation. Triangulation, which requires research to seek more than one source to understand the data or information. Source triangulation is used to examine the validity of the data by utilizing other source outside the data itself, a compression or for data verification. Next, result and discussion. In here, the table. First, informant, pre-interaction stage, orientation stage, work stage, and termination stage. In here, I want to explain to you result about my I want to explain to you result about my research. First, informant A and B. Pre-interaction stage, client B shows silent treatment by being silent and avoiding eye contact during communication. And orientation stage, client B realized his mistake, opened it, and explained that he used drugs due to lack of family attention and peer influence. And work stage, A starts the conversation with a topic that B likes and give directions about the mistake made by B. And termination stakes, B has a 6-month rehabilitation recover period and is still being monitored by the rehabilitation's authorities. And informant C and D, client D tends to be quiet and experience hallucination during the detoxification process. And orientation stage, D use drugs due to peer influence, has been using drugs for quite a long time and has served time in prison. And work stage, routine counseling is going well. Client D is open with counselor C. However, client D sometimes denies counselor of opinions. And termination stakes, there has been a change in attitude and the hallucination have decreased. The recovery period is 6 months. And informant A and F, client F exhibits silent treatment accompanied by emotional behavior such as tantrums. And orientation stage, client F tends to give the silent treatment, but counselor A continues to embrace him, leading for client F to open and share his missing influence direct from a from a community he joined. From there, he provided a solution and workspace client. I've started the story with the topic of hobbies, which was followed by delving into and giving advice slowly. And termination stage, the presence of attitude change, the ability to control emotions, and a recovery period of 6 months. And informant G and H, client H avoid a contact with G. H is starting to open up to G because he is beginning to realize that his actions are wrong. H used drugs because of bad company. And workspace, G embraced H and H began to open up about their problems and accept advice from counselor G. And termination stage, there is change in attitude and is done with full awareness. The recovery period 6 months. And informant I and G, client G exhibits silent treatment, avoids eye contacts, and often has or brush during detoxification and orientation stage. G started to build trust and open up to I, sharing his missing for getting to know drugs since high school. And work stage, G when advice are directed in rece- receptive receptive. And termination state, change in attitude, emotional control, and a recovery period of 6 months. At next, the finding in this study were then discussed in 4 phases of therapeutic communication as follows. First, pre-interaction. At the beginning of the rehabilitation stage, the three informant exhibited silent treatment toward the counselors, avoiding eye contact and providing unstable emotional response. According to Santoso, with silent treatment, problem remain unresolved, instead accumulating and worsening communication in relationship. And to orientation, at this stage, all information show upon towards the counselor by briefly revealing the background reason for their drug use. This attitude marked the beginning of forming a deep trust between the client and the counselors, which is crucial for the success of the recovery process. And according to DeVito, open is one of the key elements in effective communication because it allows message to be conveyed clearly and will better emotional connection. Moreover, this open attitude incredibly boosts the client self-confidence. They begin to feel more comfortable speaking honestly, which ultimately helps them understand their true self. However, some counselors do not fully understand the emotional condition of the clients and sometimes do not know the right time to delve deeper into the client information. 3. Work. Information, solve and open and accept attitude when give guidance or constructive criticism to improve their behavior. This attitude areas because they require supporting their recovery process. And according to Wahyurini and Mahsum, trust, liking, and effective communication greatly influence self-disclosure, making individuals more ready to accept the feedback given. For more and explained by DeVito, a person's ability to view criticism as mean of self-improvement rather than a personal attack is crucial in the process of receiving constructive feedback. And last, for termination. Almost all information experience significant attitude change. These changes result from development during recovery, which influence increases self-awareness, self-control, and a more positive mindset. And next, conclusion, their therapeutic communication process in client rehabilitation at Yayasan Mulia consists of four main stages that are interconnected and mutually supportive of the client recovery success. And the first stage, namely pre-interaction, serve as the initial foundation where the counselor faces various challenges such as silent treatment from the client, emotional instability, and avoidance of a contact. Nevertheless, the counselor can gradually build trust with an approach full of patience and empathy. Next, at the orientation stage, the client begins to show opens to the counselor by recounting the background of drug use and its contributing factor. This openness facilitates communication and serve as an essential foundation for building a strong therapeutic relations. The working stage become a moment of deeper collaboration where the client actively receives guidance and constructive criticism. This is supported by effective communication, the trust that has been built, and the client's awareness of the importance of change in the final stage termination. Significant change in the client's attitude and behavior are observed. How how, however, a drawback of this study is that sometimes counselors do not understand the emotional stability of clients when they are probed to be more open and open at appropriate times. With the establishment for therapeutic communication, they show an increase in self-awareness, emotional control, and a more positive mindset. These changes reflect the rehabilitation program in helping clients achieve sustainable recovery and be better prepared to face life's challenge without drug dependence. And thank you for the attention. Nun wa qalami wa masturun. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.